Don't forget the trailer box, guys.
As you can see there. Alright.
Yeah, I think I can see that it's bullied her.
Ended on the 31st of July 2023 when I blocked him.
Thank you.
We'll go through these, guys, so don't worry about that. Okay.
Thank you all. Thanks.
The next message I have from him was, funny enough, in Miami.
Welcome.
When apparently all us creators were meeting up. And that's when I unblocked him.
Crazy, isn't it?
Okay, you can see that there.
Can I just say, right, I find, listen, a couple of people have got my number on here, they have. But I've known them a while. So I just find it very crazy that everybody knows everybody's number, and everybody then, they seem to have loads of stuff, like messages, as long as your arm of people, and then I just, like, I can't vibe with that at all. I really can't. Like, it never took to her. Listen, many people, I don't really watch her. This is my honest opinion. I don't really watch her. I've never really watched her. I watched her maybe once, or I've seen her sing once. But I have heard a lot of people turn around and say she's very manipulative. She's very, thank you, Hayley. She's very manipulative. She speaks to her audience bad. She speaks to her mods. But same with Zach. You know, he's very sly as well. Very sly. But I can feel it from him. Do you know what I mean? In what? If you're putting your persona out there and you're making out that you're this kind of person, and it comes back and bites you on the ass, that, you know, that's... Yeah. She does come across sly, but so does... Thank you, Lauren. But so does Zach. And I'm just being truthful with that. Thank you, Shell. The mask slips, yeah. Well, the auto show... Listen, they're all out for the one thing, and that is money on here. Money and fame, that's it. They say they want to build the community, but, you know, like, I've heard them all. Thought it was out of order. Zach done wrong for a long time then. Listen, I don't understand Peace Army, how he gets supported. I really don't. Because he's very sly and manipulative. Absolutely. He's like, poor me, all the time. But like here, like, yeah, exactly, Frida. It's just very, when you sit back and you look at these people and the way they speak to them, it's like they have to get gifts. They have to get this. They deserve this. They deserve that. Absolutely not. Thank you, Rachel. Absolutely not. You are here to build a community for that community, and if they gift you or help you along in any sort of manner, you should be grateful. Absolutely grateful for whatever you get. Thank you, Sandy. But they're not. They're just push. I don't think she's innocent, and he's not innocent. These two, I wouldn't trust at all. I don't like it because, you know, I don't like when lies and shit have been told behind the scenes. But then also, equally, if you've had proof for a long while, you should have outed it. You know, it should have been outed at that time. So, carry on.
Okay.
Thank you, Bispin.
It was a brief relationship. I have only been on the phone to him maybe, I don't know, like, max, I don't know, maybe 4 times I've spoken to him on the phone. But he'd never met me until Miami. So I've never, you know, we've never met up anywhere. We hadn't had food. We hadn't been around each other's houses. There's been none of that. There's no relationship in that way. The man does not know me as a person. I can't say that I know him on a really personal level. I don't. I can't. I've got to be truthful. I don't.
Oh, thank you, Frida.
Okay.
You look very beautiful in your picture
the reason
today.
Attack the Brat started.
I like that picture of you.
Off with me was back in, as I said, 19th of June 2023.
Thank you, Kim.
And the reason
I think
for
you've been
that
out with
was
your sister, I
because
think.
one of his supporters came over and put me in the rankings, and he believed that I messaged them, and I never did. So I spoke to him to reassure him that I never did do that. I hadn't been on the app long. There was no way that I wanted to make any enemies, and he didn't believe it. And the reason for that is because Talia Dean was involved in that. So what I'm going to show you right now is an email that brings you right back to the beginning.
Hey Jake, your delusive Angie was,
as I said, the 19th
brilliant.
of June
Thank
2023.
Sorry guys, that's just selective outrage, I don't care.
At 10:32 in
Next.
the morning. What I'll do is I'll read it to you first of all,
brilliant,
and
Jake.
then I'll turn it around and
Can't wait
show
for your
it
next
to
one.
you. My email is a work email for me. It doesn't make any difference. It's public, so I don't care. It's an email that was sent to me from Zuckerberg back on the 22nd of May 2023.
Did everybody see this last night?
At 22:46.
Because it's not even halfway through yet.
Dry mouth, excessive drug use, 100%.
Oh, yeah, that's where you went
It's a
through there.
shame
You
I'm
look
having
beautiful.
to email
Absolutely
content
beautiful.
creators this evening.
No, you won't
It's
say
clear
that.
to me
I'll
that some
carry on
lies have
then.
been told about me, which I consider to be slander. Please just remember there are two sides to every story, and there is clearly a huge chunk of this story being left.
I've always got a police case to get to me. Thank you, Mr. Flying. Thank you, Sweetie.
This is your choice, but just
Hello,
to be
Mr.
clear,
Flying.
there is not
Thank you, Ronnie.
and has never been any police investigations, stalking charge, or harassment case on me. This is Talia. Not in the past, not in the present,
I know it is a
and
bit.
certainly not in the future.
Smuggling.
I've always tried to live a peaceful life, but it's very difficult when someone is consistently trying to sabotage you. Now I am fighting back and taking legal action. I just want you to know there is no bad vibes here. Wish you the best. I respect your decision, but please ask for proof when somebody is sabotaging another person. So that was from Talia then.
Wow.
Okay, and that's when I first came onto the app, and I started to do quite well. I started with my content.
I'll tell you what, I'll just give you a rundown then, shall I? And then we'll see Zach's and everybody else's. So she came online last night. She showed a couple of emails. She has got a police case with Talia, so she's not from Mrs. Communications. And she was explaining about Zach, that she didn't go to the caravan with Billy. Billy wasn't involved. She did listen to a phone call and about Miss Red, and it was planned and blah, blah, blah. That's how it happened. So that's what happened last night, and then she ended it.
But he's actually not, you know.
She wasn't on. She wasn't on very long, at all. So then it went on to
Luke's bothered him.
EQ mindset kicks in. So I'm assuming, yeah, it was not even that long, was it? So I'm assuming that she then was talking about what Luke said, because Luke said yesterday that Lucy should come on and show her receipts, because if not, it looks like MT was lying and so and so and so and so. Do you know what I mean? It's just crazy. So this is
but he's actually not, you know, he's just acting. It's just to cause, you know, like some conversation and a bit of drama and stuff. Because you've got to remember, all these presenters are drama talk, so, you know, they plan to be affected and stuff. Yeah, hustling. But he hustled in the wrong direction because Zach made all the money. If you're gonna go up against somebody, then, you know what I mean, then you're normally meant to be neck and neck with them. But today, unfortunately, Luke come a cropper. I've done it myself though, Luke, don't worry, I've done it myself. I've cussed somebody out and then they've all of a sudden got all this support.
I know, I'm terrifying.
I've made the mistake myself, even being a seasoned professional, you know what I mean? You can sometimes point it in the wrong direction and get them a lot of sympathy, and God, isn't it awful? Because I think...
And that is so true. After what Delusive and Canadian Angie, between them both, has done to me, like, people went in there and was just gifted them. That they're just nasty, nasty people. So it's fucked up, sorry, but it is. If if you do wrong to somebody else, that person then gets support because they think it's bullying, which is crazy.
Each and every platform went from over the side of the cliff this morning and through the day. And over the last few days, it started off with
yeah, I believe that as well, Jay.
Alex did something, sorry, then you. You all said you didn't care about his mental health. You know, there's a lot of people who are pro-mental health who watch and stuff. So, you know, unfortunately on this occasion, Luke, you did call yourself a cropper. But time will be a great learning curve. Sometimes you have to choose your battles because you can send people for a lot of support for a person who's being bullied. So today you were unfortunately a bully and a gaslighter. So thank you, Chris Deacon. But you'll learn. You're still a novice really at the live streaming side of things. You know what I mean? Just amateur at the moment. I'll let you know when you become professional.
You've got Zach. I'm gonna.
My love. Yeah, so I'll let you know, Luke, when you're on professional levels. But
your credibility is.
You're not the person who gives that out and says, "Well, you haven't got none anymore, and you've run out of it now," and this because people have got their own audiences. So you don't get to say who has credibility, who doesn't. I know you'd love to. I'd love to be able to have that power, but we just haven't got it in us, Luke.
Thank you, Laura.
You know what I mean? We just present a little show in the middle of the day and then we go off. My man's at night time. So, you know, you're too involved in the situation again, love. You've inserted yourself into all the drama. And it backfires, unfortunately. I'm sad to see it backfire. You know, I'm obviously always championing you these days. You know, but you will get there one day.
She's such a troll, isn't she?
Lessons, if you'd like, you can pay me. And I will give you some lessons and you can take some notes.
I'm sure he's going to do that, EQ.
I'll make you into the perfect live streamer where you don't get so affected, love. I know you're only acting in this to a degree, but, you know, credibility this and this, it's making you look a bit silly, love. You don't get to give credibility out willy-nilly and take it away from people. You know, sometimes the way is to act, even if you are affected, to act unaffected, you know, and then you've went through, oh, I don't care, and then you move on and people just think, oh, there's the reaction, but, you know, you give a bit too much away. We're only 5 minutes through, it's 17 minutes long.
I guess I blame for everything.
People think Luke's bothered here, but he's actually not, you know.
And we kick off.
So, I will say that I'm glad Luke came on and said that he should just come on and she should come on and just give her side because they're all going to have the 2 pence worth, they're all going to have something to say, but do you know what? I think they're both as bad as each other when it's come to that. I don't know the extent of both of what they did, but they are both as bad as each other, and it's just sly and underhand what they're doing.
The show. We kick off the show with Pearl Price and Pillowface. Yeah.
Sorry, but Zach just as guilty.
Not put himself about awfully.
Oh, I don't think he did though, because I got told that it was a lie, but then again the guy lies about everything.
What was a lie? That he put himself about?
Yeah, well, it's like him being sent to prison.
Behave yourself. Stop trying. Are you after him or something?
Hey.
Behave yourself. He did put himself about.
No.
Like out of his own mouth. And he used to charge people. Shut up.
Yeah, he was meant to be Jay.
Say that to make up his desire.
Probably never going to happen.
No one wants him.
Another manipulation tactic.
Just like a hooker. Yes, put a carrier bag on your head and everybody.
Darlings, people used to pay for this butthole, and what?
Oh my
You might
God.
give it for free, you crazy.
Looks the same. And that's how it's been with them.
Could he use that brown paper bag of evil queens?
What?
Could he use that brown paper bag of evil queens?
Well, even still, he did used to put himself about a lot. I mean, that's how he's like fucked many a relationship up really by making himself free and easy. In fact, it was getting that like well used down below. If you done a breathe in, they were sucked in. But yeah, everybody knows Mr. Pratt's a tail. I mean, honestly. But again, he's butt baited, hasn't he?
Minge
You know what I'm saying? Like how conversation Courtney has minge baited our Mr. Pratt butt bait, so it's the same difference. Like
Oh my God, what a conversation.
Minges in people's face if you don't want it.
Oh,
When you have to
I'm not
check.
listening to that. Sorry, but I'm not listening to that. I don't think that's had any relation to it. So I don't know what this one's about. It just carries on and carries on. So we'll listen again. This is all this morning.
The voice
It is
note.
so.
This is the voice note that they're all going on about. So the first kind of bits were clipped because they kept jumping from one to another. But you hear me say, yeah, it's lovely to go to Miami. Obviously interpreted to get one up on misread and make her mad because my life was made difficult for a few months. This is my big plan. And by plan, I'm just listen to her. The plan to blow like fucking everyone out the water. Blow everyone out the fucking water. Listen how they interpret it.
Sorry, but this is gaslighting at its finest. There's a voice note. I don't even know what's on this voice note, but before it comes on, this is a gaslighting tactic. He's now telling his audience what he wants them to believe. Why does anyone get... I know, exactly. You can't blame... Listen, people have mental health. With people with mental health does not give you a free rein to go and say what you want and do what you want. He is gaslighting his audience right now. He's saying to his audience right now, what this voice note you're going to hear is because so-and-so, so-and-so, but it wasn't even meant like that. Absolutely gaslighting.
Not knowing, literally complaining about what? And then at the end, I said, no one knows. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, yeah, no worries. Do you know what I mean? So this is like the plan to blow like everyone out of the water because behind the scenes, what? Like misread and all that. In the sense of like she's not been coming on at certain times and then making out like she's coming on later, like they've been trying to play with my numbers. Do you know what I mean? Because fucking her nose is a bit put out of joint. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
Sorry, I don't know if anyone will just see that in the comments. I've blocked it anyway. I said he's gaslighting his audience with this voice note, telling everybody what it's about or what in his versions of sides. So someone thought it'd be okay to come in here and say, like you do with your essay, completely different. I didn't gaslight anybody, and I certainly didn't ask to have that done to me. You're a sicko, so you are blocked.
Tuesday night, I'm going to make out because I've been scaring the guys who've been talking about conspiracies, and I said, I had 2 SUVs outside my flat. And you know what I like, they're like, we've got to be careful. So Monday, I'm going to ramp it up a bit. So I keep getting prank photos on my phone. I think someone's fucking me about, and I'm going to make a video.
No, don't worry about it, Andrew. I blocked it down straight away.
Like, whoever's pranking my phone, like, trying to get traction.
Well, this is the difference. This is the complete difference. So this man has bullied somebody, and I'm not saying it's just one-sided. See what I mean? You're a sicko yourself, just Nanna, you're a sado. I don't care what you have to say to me at all. I know my truth. I don't need to explain it to anyone. Exactly, Kate. That's what they've done for a very long time. And I think by coming in from their lives and saying to me that it's not affecting me at all. They are, obviously from Angie's, both Angie's probably. But this is the problem. So I go through something, they use me and come in here and say that to me, but then they'll put him at number 1 for the disgusting shit he does. Do you see what I'm saying? It's so wrong on every level. I've not gaslighted anybody about my situation at all. And like I've said before, I won't be bringing it up on the app either anymore. That's how sick people are.
Post a video being like, this is behind the scenes of a marketing genius. If anyone wants to learn how to do like a PR stunt for a project or anything, give me a shout, legit. I've been told I need to stop talking. I can't come on the app anymore. This was me making out I was going to be getting kidnapped.
It is Andrea down.
Theories and it was all spooky stuff. So I could disappear, sort my shit out from Miami, come back, boom! No FYP show had ever been fucking done before abroad. That was the point. It was going to be in Miami. It was going to be lovely and all that, you know? And like, it's just a time when we were going live with Jeffrey and Paul and became friends with them. I was going to go over there, plant some seeds, do some... That's the point. At what point do you think I'm going to have any fucking creator on the brain where I've got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, fly all the way to Miami just to fucking ruin them? Are you crazy? Are you absolutely off your head? The pink one said she was friends with him and I ruined that. Are you crazy? Fuck off, man. Listen, Don't make me get the big guns involved.
I'll explain all in due time, and I'm posting that on Tuesday night. And obviously I won't be coming on the morning show because I'll be on the plane, so that's when everyone fires up the live. And obviously this one I'll be doing, but I'm really worried about Zach. I haven't spoken to him.
I was trying to get people to get in on it, and I was trying to work out how to do it. This is literally it. They will take a fucking... I don't know what they'll... At this point, I don't know what they'll take and make it into anything.
See who else is going to do it. Joey Ticky, Observer. She doesn't know.
I actually asked Joey Ticky as well to make a red phone for the video for me.
Going to Miami yet? You're telling her
And I was telling people different things because I wanted people to do like certain videos, but I didn't want to tell them that I was going to Miami because I didn't trust that anyone would tell everyone else, and it would just ruin the whole thing.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Slime behind the scenes.
It's not even that deep.
Launching a conspiracy thing, so she doesn't know I'm going to Miami.
However, I do apologise for that.
But it is. That's his community. He's gaslighted them. Again. So it is. What's not trivial to you could be everything. These people are following you blindly to be sly and manipulated behind the scenes. I think it's mad.
I knew I was going to Miami and launching a conspiracy thing instead.
So when she does it, she thinks I'm just going to come on.
I find it funny, though.
Oh, you know.
Exactly, Martina. Exactly.
She don't know I'm going to be in Miami. Lucy's fucking face is going to crack.
And do you know what? I was fucking buzzing for that, but who was the one that approached her when we got there and just thought, do you know what? I was so in awe of being there and just so grateful. And then I went up to her and was like, listen, come on now. You can't, this is so funny to...
She's going to
literally
be there. And, what was it? I'm staying in the Coles and we've been invited to Jeffrey's party, but he doesn't, it's only going to be me and Nicole because he was like, oh, you're happy.
But literally, Adam Zark was like my mate at the time. There's nothing sinister in this, nothing that deep in this.
I don't trust him either. That's the truth, I don't.
They can make something of, you know, ooh, leaked fungal. But like, Adam, man.
I don't trust him. And do you want me to say why I don't trust him? Because there's always something. They play on the mental health. They've got problems, they've been in a mental hospital, or, you know, people come on and tell the stories and you see them and it's so genuine and you look at them and you think, oh, wow. Do you know what I mean? And then you find out, like, there's Adam. I don't even know him, but everyone's saying, oh, he's so lovely. Thank you, Kate. He's so lovely. He sits there, he looks after the rescues animals, he does this, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, he's leaving Spain because, I don't know, there was some kind of fraudulent whatever was going on. And then you see all these people for who they are and you sit back and you think, oh my God. People are taken in by these people. Thank you, the nun. People are taken in by these people. And it's not fair on their audience. People have probably given them their last fiver because they felt that guilty for them. I've got no gas, I've got no electric, I need to feed the animals. What a load of shit. And it's got to stop. And they still don't take ownership. Even when Dean comes out, he's still gaslighting to put it his side, for them to believe his side of the story. And which they have done because they all feel sorry for him. Which is absolutely madness.
You're a loser, bro.
Hey, the nun, are you alright, Dal? He is? Exactly, Kate. Another scammer.
Your alleged mate.
Exactly so.
You'll record it all for the goss. You have to fucking...
Exactly, Jake. That's what I'm saying. It's all the time.
Legit. That's why no one likes you.
Tell me what other UK creators to avoid. I was like, yeah, don't worry, because I get there on the 31st.
If someone asks me which creators to avoid, I'll give you my honest opinion.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, the nun.
Do you know what I mean? What's wrong with that? You know? I'll save you the trouble, mate. That person's a cunt. Oh. Stay away, they're not to be trusted. Hello? Ring, ring. Your phone call is being recorded.
Nah, I'm sorry, I don't trust him at all.
Paul get there on the 31st.
Everyone else. You know, when Paul
exactly.
I got there.
But do you know what? There's still women and that in there, and men that feel sorry for him, think he's vulnerable. That's who I feel sorry for, his audience that are watching him every day. They're still sat there feeling sorry for this man. And he uses his money not for goodness. He could have been gone so far with the money he's had. He could have got his own little studio, done what he wanted to do. But no. It's all drink, drugs and rock and roll for him. It's crazy. Like, there's as many people on here has not done what they should have done. When they come on here and they say it's my dream to do this, like he's presenting and doing this, none of them's done what they've said they're going to do. Exactly, they're still in the same situation. And if anything, it's worse. Because they've got that far into it with the rugs and everything that they don't give a shit. He clearly don't give a shit.
Up. I went to go and help him in with his luggage.
Fake,
She was behind me like a fucking shadow. She just, like, it's the first time I've been in we've striked up friendship. We're looking forward to seeing each other. Just falling out with her, just made up with her. She followed me like around like a rush, like I swear. I've got no reason to lie. I've got nothing to prove.
You lie constant, it's in your eyes.
The day before, so I can plant my seeds. Been planning this for months.
Yes.
Look at his...
plant my seeds, planting.
While he's talking, just look into his eyes. You can see, I don't know, I think I've got some sort of superpower, but you can see he's clearly lying. Yeah, to fund his lifestyle of what he's been doing. He could have done so much for himself, but they don't.
It for months. Something like this, you don't just plan overnight. I'm going there to network, make connections.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up about planting seeds. Your ego to assume that those seeds were anything to do with anyone or any creative is crazy to me.
Yeah, I did.
That literally tells you nothing. This tells you fuck all.
Exactly, Jay.
Yeah, I was literally about to descend and level up, you know? Been fighting for my platform. Couldn't tell none of your shit. And what's the point? What is this? Fair play to me. Well done, Zachary. Smart guy.
Not smart at all. Thank you, Angel.
Trust no bitch. So this is the voice note.
Right, yeah, don't say anything now.
I planted my seeds, I watered them.
He's not a nice person at all, again.
So speaking of Jeffrey, I'm going to be picking some of you at random subscribers. I've been watching everyone in the live today. We've got the Scorpio palette and the 24 karat gold palette. Yes, we love our Jeffrey. So yes, flowers.
Thank you, Regan.
Flowers. 2 years later, flowers.
I know, exactly.
As far as you're concerned, you don't know anything.
As far as you're concerned, you don't. Yeah, because I was working hard on something.
Yeah, trying to bring me sweat down.
I've already fucked it up because I lost all the footage, got pissed one night, and that forever will haunt me. Well,
absolutely.
I can't wait to watch everyone's interpretation of that today. Literally, that would be brilliant. Tell me what I mean. To tell me, you all heard that.
Subscribers only.
Jarring. I don't want to know anything. I'm just going to be in my little bubble. The voice note. This is the voice.
So then he goes on, because Chippy called him out for his bullshit last night as well. You can just see it. He's such a faker, such a liar, everything. When he said them racist slurs, he didn't come on. He just had a flipping, I was drunk, I was feeling this, mental health. Mental health does not make you rude, be any sort of phobic to anybody, racist, anything. But this man, honestly, he thinks he can get away with it. And I'm sorry, but it's his audience that allow him to get away with it. Because he's telling everyone he's vulnerable, they're believing every word. So big up Chippy.
Chippy reacts to that reaction. Oh my God, they're
exactly,
all fucking out in force. Give a flying fuck because you ain't going to get the reaction.
Yeah, you are bothered. You are bothered.
Okay.
This time next week, you'll be crying about his mental health.
Yeah, he will.
Oh, like you did. Didn't Chippy cry? Why did Chippy cry again, guys? It wasn't he crying and he was like, I'm so sorry. What was he crying at? He cried, didn't he? I think that was the week he said he was going to make me cry.
So when Chippy cries, and he's not in his room manipulating his audience. He's doing his thing on a night time, but he's not manipulating anybody. And there's not subscribers only and all that shit. Absolutely not. Chip is nothing like that. Chip is a guy that just comes on, does his thing, whatever he earns, that's it, and goes off. So he's nothing like you, Zach. You manipulate people to believe you've been in a mental hospital and that you've still got this mental health, when clearly you're still going out doing what you want to do with the rugs, the drink, and whatever it may be. So you and him, miles difference, absolute miles difference.
Oh, I love you. Me and you are like 2 peas in a pod. He got dogs.
Exactly, it doesn't help it. It's more of a depressant death.
Babe. Yeah, I'd never listen to a man that incites someone to hurt themselves. Absolutely not.
He did, Jake. Absolutely he did.
Oh, a girl made you cry.
See what I mean?
Stop.
You're evil.
If everyone wants to be outraged, fantastic. Thanks for the traffic. Enjoy the show.
Be everybody's fault, but it's
Not a lie.
What's
Not a
my
lie at
fault?
all.
Why has it got to be my fault? Why has it got to be my fault? Why can it never not be my fault? Answer me that. Why can it never not be my fault?
Because you're lying and scheming.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Hang on, I've lied to you, I've scammed you all, I've done this and I've done that. But why is it my fault? I am who I am. Oh, yeah, a fake and a fraud.
I'm definitely not using the telephone
Hey,
anymore.
so
They have I didn't anyway. Between, but this is even more proof.
Yeah, girlie never picks up her phone. And she will respond to your message in several working days.
every conversation he has refers back to him.
Loaded.
Initially,
Oh, what you doing? Oh, what you doing?
See what I mean?
Me air full. Thank you, Louise. Big up. Get drifted. Oh, I knew today was going to be entertaining.
if you recall or not, Lucy went away with Adam and she went to a caravan.
Why
Adam
does
was in a
everything
caravan,
fall
Lucy went
back
to the
to
caravan
him?
at the same time.
Because it's my show and people watch me. God, I'm the star of the show. My show.
Yeah, me. Thank you, Vanessa.
Innit? Sorry, I don't run this machine like you would want me to, but that's why I was Daily's number one and you're not. So.
Wow.
Oh, I can pull that card out now. Let me do it. Don't judge me.
Wow.
I went to Spain fighting for my life. We're not the same.
I don't know. Okay? So she went to a caravan, they went to a caravan, she was with them at the same time.
Absolutely, Jen.
They shared and listened to all the recordings.
Definitely, Jen.
So Lucy
I
listened to
look
every
at
recording
that.
from
Like,
him.
I'm not even... People spending their free time around tables talking about...
So who went to the caravan? And was it a week holiday, 2 weeks, couple of days?
No, it was the
Was it Adam, Lucy and Billy that went to the caravan?
I agree,
or all
Vanessa.
four of them?
Guys, can you send me the Lucy
Hiya, Don.
video as well?
How you doing?
Oh, Chip is just like an
Excuse me.
Thank you, everyone, for...
So was it all four of them, or was it
Let
just
me do
three?
it.
Just Lucy, Billy and Adam? Does anybody know? Does
Karen.
anybody know?
I think you're in the wrong room,
Adam
love,
and
and
Lucy.
I definitely
Adam,
am
Lucy,
jealous
Billy,
of
Oh, just
Zach.
Adam and Lucy, right?
Never
okay.
have
But
been,
Zach
never
wasn't
will
there,
be.
they were there.
I don't scam
So
people,
she
love.
had seen everything, referring to Zach, that they had.
I am honestly such a villain, isn't it?
Right.
Me, I am truly, honestly. The thing is, people aren't sure what they have, or they will try and get whatever they want. So they have to spend all this time to concoct stuff together and plans that I like. Honestly, I couldn't give a shit. I'm never going to apologise for anything, like, for real. Like, if I'm the villain, I'm the villain. I'm going to embrace it and make a brand out of it. Fucking watch and learn. Because I'm sick as shit being thrown up.
I know, yeah.
You guys, I'm such an impactful person.
The reason why I was notified.
Do you know what? I say certain stuff, right?
Is that karma for me, Kib? Is the karma for me? I think CADA's little discords have said, right, let's go into just Nanna's. It's alright, Andrew, don't worry, down.
And exactly, the right people do get angry. Just by me being me. I know exactly how to make.
Because you're a
guys
scammer
laugh,
artist.
to piss the rabbit. You gotta watch, like, I watch a lot as well, so.
Oh, it's such an impact on your life. Can you imagine? I couldn't live every day without your impact and your input to my... Oh.
I'm on your show then, I'm part of your content, aren't I, darling? That's an impact. Major
My
impact
God.
on you for you to play this clip. Silly.
Prick.
Because one of them recordings
They're so angry.
was
Oh, did she?
explaining to Billy and Adam that what he was basically going to do was fire the live up and tell everyone about the photographs that Miss Red had shared because she was trying to destroy him. So he planned it, he methodically planned that live and what he was going to do, but he shared it with Billy and Adam on the telephone and they...
He's an impactful person. Yeah, impact could be anything, couldn't it? You know what I mean? Who threw that tree at me? That impacted me. Alright? Who threw that brick? It impacted me. Impact.
Sorry, but I'm done with him because he is so boring. Shit. He's just absolutely boring. And then we'll go to Miss Red this morning.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want to see her reaction. I didn't see this. I was busy this morning. And I was listening, but I wasn't listening, if you know what I mean. So we'll listen to what Miss Red's got to say. Because it is Jacqueline, absolutely. It's a classic. Thank you, JD. You're all right, Jade. So we'll listen to what Miss Red, because obviously she's the one who was impacted by it all. Like, it's absolutely upsetting to know that they was trying to bring her down by doing it. Because in my opinion, if you're bringing somebody down, then I think you're just mocking mental health, because you said that really affected you. And if it affected you, why would you want to use that? I just don't get that. I saw it crazy. Listen to what Red's got to say. But yeah, she is still.
Thank you, Rufus. And I've sat here and I've not gone into the ins and outs. I've just took it and took it and took it because I know I still shouldn't have shared them. It was wrong.
Yeah.
But I know that was calculated to bring me down and try and take my platform from me and get me cancelled. And it worked. I did get cancelled, but you know what? I come back and I fought for what I have built, because nobody is going to take this away from me. Thank you, Nix.
Why would anyone want to do that? I don't understand that.
Don't give it. I'm just explaining. I'm explaining like the situation, and I've kept silent for over a year. I haven't come on here and discussed it anymore.
Yeah, we know that, Kim. Down. Sorry, down. It's because the comment comes before yours.
When I was
Sorry, down.
I still shouldn't have said, look, this is what I've been sent. This is horrendous. But at that time that they were sent, he wasn't actively in a mental health crisis. And I don't care what anybody says, they were sent to shut me down from talking about whatever was going on, money owed, whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. I know, till you broke them. So he can sit there and say whatever he wants. And do you know what? Where's my phone? I've had so many conversations with him off the app. A couple of weeks after that happened, thank you, Lovebug. A couple of weeks after that happened, and I got cancelled and I've left TikTok, we had a phone conversation for an hour. And he apologised to me. We apologised to each other. An hour we was on the phone. And I've got it all here in my phone. I've got all the calls. I've got everything. Everything. But I stayed silent, and I never come on and said, me and Zach sorted it out, we've had a conversation, we've both said our sorries. And I'm thinking, you know, I've fucking already apologised a million times. What the fuck am I saying sorry on the phone when you've just caused the biggest fucking hate campaign on me on TikTok? got more hate than a rapist. 70,000, I think it was calculated over 50-70,000 people were watching my downfall, and you know what, I couldn't even fucking function. I couldn't even function. And that is something that will never leave me, the level of hate that I got. I'm a beast, I'm this, I'm that. Like, until you experience something like that, you don't know. And don't feel sorry for me guys, because, you know, I shouldn't have, like I say, and I'll always be sorry, and I'll own what I did, but that was orchestrated, that whole thing.
Everyone saw it, man. There was an audience for real.
Just watching clips of the FYP.
This is what was happening. You told everybody this is what was happening, and it wasn't happening.
So I was going to Miami, and it was all hush hush. I was going with Nicole, and it was all hush hush hush, and we were going to do a breakfast special from Miami. Obviously, I was allowed, so I had to do it from a hallway because someone needed their beauty sleep. Love that for me. So it kind of went wrong because of the signals, and you know. Anyway, what was it? So I had to keep it all hush hush, and I was talking to Adam about it. Adam was literally one of the only people along the others who I was going with that knew, and we were really like kicking off. Yeah, it was the time difference. We were really kicking off like the conspiracy side of things, and we were that guy in the mountains and the Secret Service trucks that pulled up. So anyway, I was saying to Adam, do you know what, I'm going to do a big like reveal. I was thinking about taking a week off, but the build up to that would have been, oh, there's CIA outside my house, and then I'll just like disappear. And then I said, yeah, and then boom, I'll come on in Miami and I'll blow her out the water.
I wonder how long it took him from last night to today to come up with this big lie. It's full of shit. His plan was to try and bring down Red because he was jealous that she'd created something so good and she was earning money from it, and he didn't get the after show, so he was so jealous of that. That's what he did.
And then that would give her something to kick off about, doing the breakfast from Miami. That was literally all it was. It wasn't about me taking her down.
Okay.
I couldn't give a shit. She's not a threat to me.
Lies.
You know, no creator is a threat to me.
Bullshit.
Because I do what I do. People either watch it or people don't. I don't need to sit there and be taking people down left, right and centre. Yes, if you need to kick someone
exactly.
down to get where you need to get to, are you even fucking good at what you do?
That's the question you need to ask yourself.
That is literally my energy. It always has been. Always has been.
Excellent shit.
You think I never recorded a phone call with any creator in my life? You're fucking nuts. And if anyone comes across with any recordings or anything of other people, it says more about them.
That's another gaslighting situation, look.
Because that just shows you've always...
Well, it's a strange behaviour, right?
Me and Levi recorded Corey. We heard the phone calls that was played about Corey. So, you think you ain't been recorded, Zach? Let me tell you something now.
Had a plan all along. I don't need to back shit up. My word should be good enough. And if I've got to explain myself to someone, I'll show people proof. Why am I showing that? If you're asking me for proof, fuck off.
Okay, nothing. So that is what information was coming. Adam Mark and Rent-A-God Billy had been recording the telephone conversations that they've been having with Zach for 2 years.
And in defence to Billy, I didn't really speak to Billy on the phone. We just used to message each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally.
Information together, and they were enticing people to use that information.
Also, like at the time when I was friends with Adam, really good friends, and it was before I went to Spain to go and visit him. He was actually having a conversation with one of his mods, saying he didn't believe I SH'd, he knew it was ketchup, and also said I was lying about my grape. So that was at a time when he was meant to be my friend. So the thing is with Adam, he's always tried to claw his way up. He's always moaned when people... And do you know what? Swearing Shepherdess was actually right in what she said. He is a very jealous person. You know, he said I didn't have time for him when the breakfast kicked off. Well, no, because you kind of drain the energy out of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm coming on live, I'm all high octane. Oh, I've got to... I'm not just like, you know... I come on because I enjoy it.
No, you come on because you're making money. Own it.
You're shady. You're not one to be trusted. And
what's going on, Craig?
I've never thrown you under the bus.
Wait till I come off and I'll message you.
I've never done any of that. I've let you off lighter than Lucy. You You know what I mean? 2 peas in a pod, mate.
Thank you, Jan. And why have you let them off lighter than Lucy? Bearing in mind that
I'll message you when I come off, Trace.
Because you know the conversations that you've had with them. So how come Lucy hasn't been let off, but you've let other people off? And that's because of the conversations.
Wait, you're all right though, Dal.
Like the conversations that you plan to bring me down.
Thank you,
and I don't need to bring you down, Zach. Like, you're no threat. You are no threat to me, but you are a master manipulator.
Absolutely.
You're a master manipulator, and I've kept quiet for so long, and I haven't spoke about it. Like, but I don't care what anybody says. That was an orchestrated plan to bring me down because
what was it for,
they wanted more viewers. They wanted everything they could take from my show, because what do viewers mean? Money. Miss Red isn't here. Where's everybody going?
I'll have a look, Deb, when I come off. Sorry, Dal, I've got loads of messages to get through.
This is factual information. This is not a lie.
Honestly, I'm going to listen to what MT has to say, but I ain't even talking about him again. Billy, sound as fuck, but Adam, no.
Oh.
You know, you can breathe, you can say, you can release whatever you got. Couldn't give a flying fuck, because you ain't going to get the reaction you want out of me. If everyone wants to be outraged, fantastic. Thanks for the traffic, enjoy the show.
Wow.
Not a lie.
It's not, do you know what it was, right, guys? You know, like, so I remember I had this conversation. Who's Adam? Adam's Ark. I had a conversation with him on the phone. This is before he did his FYP and he had, you know, the whole setup, the camera and everything. And I said to him on the phone, I was like, oh, how does Tyrone get that screen? And at this time, he didn't have the whole setup and everything else. How did Tyrone get that? Do you know how we got it? I don't know. I'll have a look into it for you. And then 2 weeks later, he comes on and he's got the whole setup and everything. Do you know what I mean? And then I went to a mutual friend of ours who was kind of like our go-between, you know. And I said, you know, I asked him about this, and now he's on with it. Do you know what I mean? And I just thought, and that's the fucking truth. That conversation happened. Like, I've got no reason to lie. Not that I know how to fucking work it.
Word to use.
No.
Why is it not acceptable?
Oh my God, I can't say why it's not acceptable, because it's at that.
Because it's a slur and because it's offensive, okay? So let's just say I was born into a black community. I grew up in a black community. Even as a white person, my entire friendship group is black. And we regularly meet and greet people by shaking each other's hands, saying, what's up, my hen? Because it's used as a term of endearment in that context. And that's perfectly okay. And it's perfectly acceptable. Yeah? By your definition and how you're saying the word is used, that then means it's okay for me to fire up a live and greet my entire life with the term, what's up, my hen? Just because I don't mean it in that way.
But you're not calling anybody, Tanya, though. You're not, there's not.
But it's still not okay for me to use that term, Tracy. And that's the point that's the point I was trying to explain to you.
But you've put that name on to a Down syndrome
because
person.
That's where the word comes from, Tracy.
Janet,
I'm trying to educate you as to the origins of that word. When you do say
that word, whether you direct it on someone or not, nowadays, and although, like people have said in here, they still didn't know it was a slur, and I understand that as well. But I think what Joe's trying to say to you, Tracy, is even though you wasn't directed at anybody, just saying the word is offensive. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm trying to say, Trace? Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not saying that you intended, but she's saying by what you said, even if it's not directed at anybody, it can still come across like offensive. Like if I said it, and even though I'm directing it at somebody, but I also do understand that people are, like Andrea came on and said she didn't even like when Gigi said that yesterday.
And I hold my hands up. I didn't know it was a bad word. I found out yesterday for the first time. It's not a word that I use in my vocabulary at all, but a lot of people do. And I was shocked to find out that it were a bad slur.
Yeah, and I jumped.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm really sorry.
I won't be saying it ever. So
I just want to say one thing, guys in the comments. Please, can you have respect for everyone? If anyone is being nasty to anyone, you will be muted. Okay, whether it's towards Jelly, Tracy, just Nana, anyone, you will. I'm not having nasty comments, and I just need to say everyone needs to have some respect.
And Nana, when I jumped up last night in the couple of boxes I spoke in, that was the point I was making. I'm not. I wasn't dragging Tracy. I won't drag Gigi. She used the word. She apologised, and all we can hope is that moving forward she doesn't use it again. We can't ask people to take accountability if we then continually drag them up and down the app, because there's no point in asking anybody to take accountability. All I've been asking on the couple of occasions that I've spoke is that whoever it is, people stop normalising the use of this term by saying so-and-so said it, somebody said worse. We don't use it in that way where I come from. We use it in another way. It doesn't matter what way it's used on. It doesn't matter if it's something that you call your pals, your friends, whatever. It doesn't matter. You have to know the origins of these terms that you are using. And this term is rooted in a very offensive slur to the disabled community. And that was all I tried to educate Tracy on.
Right, okay, I understand that completely, I do. So I understand other people's as well when they turn around and saying, because, you know, a lot of the generations do have said things. I don't use it, and I haven't used it, but I know people have turned around and said over the years ago they have, and I know now that it is offensive. I know that. So all you need to do, Trace, is like just turn around and say, even though he wasn't directed at anybody, and we know that you weren't saying it, you said it, but you just need to own it and just say, right, I'm sorry for using that word. And even if he wasn't directed at anybody, it's still a shitty word, slur to say. Do you know what I mean?
I did Nanna in Gigi's live. I did Nanna in Gigi's live. I did.
And can I just address Tanya in the comments? Sorry, can I just address Tanya in the comments saying, we'll move on because she's owned up for what she's done and most people don't own up to it. This is not about making people accountable. It's about education. Exactly. And you've had at least a couple of people just in the few boxes that are filled here saying they don't know the origins of that word. So if having a conversation about it is making people aware of the origins, what do we need to move on from?
Can't argue with that, can you?
Yeah, I agree.
I just came up to make the point that Jelly made about the it's the same as like if you were homophobic, she said like the S slur, or you just wouldn't say it in any regard. And I generally do think Jelly had the best intentions when she came to you, because you know you and Jelly has had your back, and you've been had boxes before, and Jelly would not come at the bad intentions.
I just think that you two are all right, Tracy and Jelly, because obviously wires have been crossed here where Jelly's thinking she's trying to do you a favour, like in helping you and understand why. But Tracy, you've seen it and you took it offensively, and I understand that as well. Do you know what I mean? But please, like, she doesn't mean it that way, Trace. And we know you're sorry. You just said you're sorry, so you said you're sorry already. So I know there's no.
And I'll say sorry again, and I'll say sorry again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need no apologies, Nana. As far as I'm concerned, it's, you know, white hands. It's done for me. I don't extend help to many people on this app, and I don't extend friendship in whatever form that comes into many people on this app. I tried to help her out. She threw it in my face. And do you know, the funny thing is, I knew that she would do it. I was highly anticipating that there would be a video, but just to block me goes to show how no matter what she said on various occasions, she has very little respect for me and kindness, because she just blocked me and instantly jumped in a box to start trying to drag me. And granted, she didn't name me, but, you know, that for me, no, I'm done, sorry.
Jelly, can we just recap? Sorry, because I've walked in and missed off and what's gone on. Sorry. If that's okay with you, if it's all right.
Well, it's between Jelly and Tracy, really.
All right, thank you, Andrea. Sorry, I've just literally...
No, it's all right. It's just a personal...
I'm saying that's between them, and that's why I've told everybody else to keep out of it, really, because that was a conversation between them too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Nobody knows.
I'm going to drop now, but thanks for
All
having
right,
me.
Jake, down. All right, down.
Yeah, big love, Jake. Take
Bye,
care.
Jelly love.
Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Listen, hopefully you'll be able to talk one day. But listen, I can see why you tried to help, and I understand. It's just fucked up, innit? Like, oh, I hate it. I hate this situation.
Someone just said we're not doing recaps for later arrivals. I've just walked in, just got my child from school. Sorry. I was just asking. I wasn't being rude.
Thank you, Shiz. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you for letting me up, Nana, by the way. Sorry. Good afternoon.
You're welcome, Frankie. No worry.
Thank you, love. I'm just going to go on mute while I change my
And all I'd say is it's 2025, people. Google is free. I don't assume everybody from everywhere has had an education, but we're in 2025. Google is free. If you don't know the origins of these words and terms that you're using, if somebody's telling you it's offensive, use Google to have a look at why it's offensive.
No. Listen, I don't even know what to say, because I know Tracy's intent wouldn't have been there to offend. Do you know what I mean? But
No,
then
it wasn't. It wasn't there to
no,
offend
that's what I'm saying, Trace. But then if you have effed up, you knew my feelings on that. If you effed up, you got to apologise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I did. I mean, it's like this thing on this app. You say one thing and yet you ain't got to educate me either, Jenny. I mean, but you say one thing, well, certain people say one thing on the app and it's, it's made out into a mountain. Other people can say some things on the app and nothing's said or done about them. And there's certain people on the app. I mean, you can name them off.
Because, do you know what it is though, Tracy? Some people just don't.
What they've done to Gossip, look what they've done to everybody else. And they like,
I'm saying, Trace.
under the carpet. No, listen, Annie, we'll sweep it under the carpet, but when that person says it, or that person says, oh, we're going to rip my new backside.
Because you can't educate these people. This is the point, Tracy. Like, if you go and tell fucking Delusive, she'll do it again 50 times over because she doesn't give a shit. Whereas Jelly was trying to, and this is not me standing up for anybody, because I'm trying to see it from both sides, and I know you would not intentionally want to hurt anybody, Trace. I know that.
No.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say, in what Jelly's trying to say, is she thought you was a friend and she was able to say that to you before other people came at you, because without a shadow of a doubt, they were going to come for you. Because
it's already happened, Nanna. It's already happened.
I see. I didn't know that.
Well, I wouldn't know because I haven't been on the app all day because I've been out.
I listen. I've been online since just gone 1:30. So I don't know.
And I saw it happening. That's what I'm saying. I saw it happening and made the conscious decision to send her a message to try and help her out.
Right. Okay.
But you just said you don't go in Gigi's life. So how did you see it happen?
Because it wasn't happening in Gigi's live. It happened in another live. That was being camped.
Oh, she was.
Look, Tracy, don't try and trip me up, because I promise today's not the day and I am not the one.
No,
like I said to you, I did it out of respect for you, which I now don't have. You've literally just sat here and said you don't need educating after you said you didn't know the origins of the word. So clearly you do need educating.
I don't. Well, I didn't say it in anybody else's live, only Gossip Girl's live. I wasn't in anybody else's live when I said it. I was in Gossip Girl.
So lives aren't cam-too'd, lives aren't screen recorded and played on FYP shows.
I was just about to say that, like, it's being cam-too'd everywhere, Tracy. That's the point she's trying to make. Sorry, Jelly.
I think, do you know when, can I just say something? You know when Tracy made the comment? I think she was trying to, like, say it as she was trying to, like, back me in a way as if to be like, Gigi, I'll say it, and then to make me feel better. I think that's the intention we're trying.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm trying to say, Trace. I believe that there was no bad intent.
No, others have to think, oh, I'm going to rip her a new arsehole, because others have done, so now I'm going to do it. You can say whatever you like in a message, Jelly. You can send whatever message. I could not give a flying fuck.
No, you're right.
There we go, Nanna. I rest my case.
I did not say it to a Down syndrome person.
I rest my case.
Right, listen, Tracy, 1 second. We were the conversation was about, we knew what Gossip Girl said yesterday was wrong. She said sorry, took accountability, and then you repeated it.
And I took accountability of it as well. I said sorry. So
you knew that it was
well,
wrong.
you did say it shouldn't be said.
Yeah, and I apologised, didn't I, Gossip Girl? And I came off.
You did apologise. You did apologise.
So, how many times have people like me and Gossip Girl and probably Nanna have got to apologise because we've said a word, yet these other Tracy.
Right, sorry, hold on 1 second, Frankie. Can I just clarify, Tracy? In the horrible message that I sent you, did I ask you to apologise?
No, you just tried to belittle me and educate me. That's how you make me feel.
I think, Tracy, as well, I think people are just going to be upset because we was in a live and we all mentioned what the word was. We all said what the word meant, and we was all educating each other. Then because you've said it again, I think that's where people are going to take more offence.
That's why I'm upset. I'm a disabled woman. Like, I've got one leg that works. I'm done. I'm for the neck assured I am. And my son's severely disabled as well. And yesterday when Gigi said it, we're really, really close friends on and off the app, blah, blah, blah. And it upset me. She said, I didn't know what it meant. And then we looked into it. So she took accountability. But
I did come on a live last night. I did take accountability. I did hold my hands up.
Yeah.
And I did go and educate myself, and then I went and told the children.
Yeah.
I gave them a bit of an education lesson as well about it.
And Gigi, I'll just say you won't find a screen recording of me anywhere dragging you for what you said. What I have said is I jumped in a couple of boxes last night, and what I have said is I won't drag you. You took accountability, you apologised, and all we can hope is moving forward that you don't repeat it, okay? And we won't know that until we see that. What I was pissed off about was the amount of people normalising it by saying we don't use it in that way, we use it to mean something else, or so and so said this, that's even worse than what Gigi said. And all I ask is that in 2025, in this day and age, we do not normalise the use of these slurs, because it doesn't matter how it was intended or how you use it locally, it is still a slur term. The origins of the word are rooted in a slur term. Now, Tracy said it, and I'd seen it on the FYP today, and I messaged Tracy because I have what I thought was an online friendship with her to say, I don't normally get involved in this shit. However, you need to know the origins of this word. This is the origins. It doesn't matter how you said it or how you intended it or how you use it. This is the origins of that word. She then proceeded to block me and come in here, I assume talking about how upset she was, and jump up in the box. And although she didn't name me, I jumped up to out myself. I don't care. She can show the message I sent her. There was nothing horrible about the message I sent her. It was an explanation as to why the use of that term is offensive.
Yeah, I understand that. I think, with my live this morning, I think people in the comments were just trying to have my back a bit. I think it's because I'd already come on last night and I did an apology. I didn't tell anyone. I think there were 3 people in the boxes. I spoke. I took accountability. I said, well, sorry, I didn't deflect from anything. I didn't go, well, he said this is where it's come from. This is why. I didn't say none of that.
No, and I'm not saying you did, Gigi.
No, but I think this morning when everyone in the comments is going, well, we use it here, we use it there. I think they were just trying to be like, well, it's said in other ways,
and that's fine, but that's why it's the perfect opportunity to bring awareness to the term and to educate on why it is exactly people find it offensive.
And I think Tracy, I generally don't think she meant any harm by it, but I know it shouldn't have been said, and we did say to her, we really should be saying that word, we can't say it.
And I'm not saying she did either, Gigi. I'm not saying she did.
Let me just explain something.
Can
I just explain something? So yesterday when Gigi said it, right, although I know there was no intent behind that at all, and she did come on and apologise, but Pixie had already messaged, do you know what I mean? And because she's got a Down syndrome little girl, and I knew that she'd taken it offensively, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that,
Because of the shit her daughter, do you know what I mean, that she fights for all the time. So we understood that.
Can Pixie send me a message if you're in the chat or something? Because I did go around everyone that I thought that I offended.
She did say that she'd messaged you, Gossip Girl, and this is not about you. I'm just saying that I'm trying to explain to Tracy, although Gigi didn't reference it to anybody, I'm trying to tell you that Pixie's mum, she took it offensively because her daughter is Down syndrome.
Yeah, I can understand that.
although none of you directed at anybody, it's still a word that they have to fight against.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Sorry, Nanna, is this the lady, the little girl called Pixie, is it?
Yeah.
I know.
And I did try and message everybody personally that I thought like
I did say to her, I said, I'll tell you now, because I did say to her, I said, Pixie, if you speak to Gossip Girl, she will speak to you, like, have a conversation. Because obviously, you don't want to be online and be doing all this. Do you know what I mean? That's why I was trying to say to Tracy, like, although you didn't have any bad intent and you thought you was helping Gigi out, other people still will take that offensively.
Yeah, I understand that.
They've got every right to.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, people do have a right to.
So if you just take accountability, like Gigi yesterday, and you said sorry now, if you take accountability and please understand that that word should not be used anymore, then there's nothing more you can do as long as you've educated.
I've learned something new today.
All right.
With that word, because I didn't even know like what it actually meant, and you know, round I'll probably upset a lot of people, but where I'm from, it means something completely different. But now I've sat and heard and listened to everyone. Now I know what it actually means,
and that's where Jelly is right.
And I love that, JD. That's the whole purpose of having sensible conversations about these subjects.
I was too scared to talk because I didn't want everyone having a go at me.
Not digging anybody out. I hugely accept that term is used for many other things. You know, it can mean stupid, it can mean lazy, it can mean stinky, it means dirty.
I genuinely thought
I've never referred it to a Down syndrome person.
See,
I know all of this. Like, I'm not an idiot.
No,
however, it's what I talk about when I say the difference between the intention and the origin of a word. It doesn't matter how it's intended to be used.
Sorry to interrupt, but so impact versus intent, isn't it? I think it's called. Like if you look it up, how do you explain that? Impact and intent.
Well, it's intent versus impact, I think, if we're going to split hairs, Frankie. You know, you never intended to be offensive because you weren't using it in a derogatory way. As you say, you know, people would say, oh, you know, somebody's had a herbal and they're the M word.
Yeah, see, that's what it's,
However,
where I'm from, that's what it is.
It's, that's how it's used, but that's not the origin of the word, JD. It's centred in the fact that that term is linked to people with physical learning disabilities and often used as a slur term for people with Down syndrome.
See, this is nice because because you know, like we're learning.
Yeah, and I think, listen, Jolly jumping up and them two speaking, but like Andrea, we had a conversation earlier before I come online, and I said that word to me up until yesterday, I wouldn't have referenced it to that. I always thought it meant ugly where I come from, but now I know. But I wouldn't use that anyway because I never use that word. It's not something I use. But now I know that it would offend a massive community, and I knew that yesterday as well because of when Pixie messaged me last night and told me, I understood where she was coming from. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's derived from all the things that are stereotyped around people, children, people with Down syndrome, all the things that you stereotype them as, which are completely wrong and misplaced, but all the things that you stereotype them with are where this word derives from.
I just want to say to one of the comments, Sammy, honestly, Sammy, from the bottom of my heart, I didn't know what it meant. We all used to smoke back in the day, and we all used to sit there and say that word.
Yeah, you said that
But
before.
when I was a kid, like, I'm 37 now, and I know what it means, so I won't say it. But there is a lot of people out there that don't know what the words are until you come on.
A lot of people are thinking we're talking about the I word.
Just to be patronising a smidge, because we know I like to take it there, JD. If you think of all the things that you are when you have a herbal, you know, you're slow, you reflect, what's the word? Your reflexes are slowed down, your speech is slowed down, you're a bit slurry. The emphasis on the word slow, This is where it derives from that
Yeah, no, I
term.
understand it now, but I mean, like, just Nana will back me up. Like, I am very naive. I am a very naive. But you know, I put my hand on my heart. I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what it actually meant until today.
And honestly, can I just say, when people are shouting and screaming, you never get to understand what people are trying to say. Honestly, I hate that.
No, and that's why I never had it when I ran my lives, particularly when we were talking about subjects like this, Nana. That's why I didn't have it. I don't believe in shouting and screaming about stuff like that, because then you don't get to educate.
Yeah, because if someone's going to come in and attack you, and this is no disrespect on Jade, that's just been in, but I'm saying if you come up here and you're trying to educate somebody, if you scream and shout at somebody, they're just going to tell you to F off.
Yeah,
they're not going to sit and listen to you.
Yeah.
So that's all I was trying to say. So I'm glad you've popped in, Jelly, and I'm glad that you've explained what you were explaining.
See, this is nice because we're not arguing. We're actually talking, and we're like all. Well, I'm learning. We're talking and learning.
Sammy, Tracy didn't. Tracy is in, and Tracy is in, and she's actually.
Sorry, I was just I was just going to say I did come up to say everything that Jelly's just said, so I'm not going to re-go over that, but obviously the whole point of this was Jelly sent Tracy a message, and Tracy's obviously felt some kind of way and come in the box and spoke about it. Jelly's come up, and all of you ladies who didn't understand obviously now seem to understand, which is absolutely great. But what I want to know is, where does Tracy stand on this? Because she's the person who said it, she's the person who was messaged, and she's the person who's come in the box. So what does she think about this, all of this now? Because she's been quite quiet, so I'm just interested to know.
I was quiet because everybody else was talking, Ashley. So I apologise, and I apologise again, and I take accountability, and I do apologise to Jelly.
Can I ask you a question though, Tracy? Why repeat something that you knew was wrong when we were writing out?
It was said in sorry, Frank. It was said in a way not to be offensive in anybody, but Gossip Girl was very upset. I shouldn't say Gigi because there's two. Gossip Girl was very upset this morning, and I didn't like it. It was really horrible to see her cry online. And it's not nice to see somebody cry online for the full word that they've said, and something that, they didn't mean it to somebody. And I didn't know it was meant at Down syndrome. I've never put that word against the Down syndrome, never. So I said it to try and think, come on, stop being a...
Wrong trade.
And that's how it was said. It wasn't said in a nasty way or an horrible way to anybody. Who stop being upset to get out. Come on, Gossip Girl. I don't like to see you like this. No, I don't like to see you like this. No,
Sorry, and I understand that, but so Gossip Girl was upset and she got a lot of backlash for what she said and she owned it. So why do you think by repeating the same word was going to be sort of acceptable when it was already out there that word was a slur? It was quite really offensive, not quite, I can correct myself. It's really offensive. Gossip Girl was upset. Numerous people had called her out, and then you thought, I know, I'll say it as well. That's the bit I don't understand.
It was to say that Gossip Girl never said it to a person that it meant it to a person. You understand that, Ashley? It wasn't said like Jelly says it was meant at a Down syndrome. There wasn't a Down syndrome person in the box, correct? No, there wasn't. So, and there wasn't a disabled person in the box when she said it. No, there was a person in the box when she said it. No, there wasn't.
It doesn't matter because the origins of what Jelly... Sorry, go on, Jel.
Sorry, 1 minute, Ash. I'm just going to say, sorry, I only have limited energy, period. I've only got limited energy on this app. I think, what I try to achieve has been done for some people in here, in that they've been educated as to the origins of what this word means. I have to say that I don't believe Tracy's been educated on what this word means. I feel like no matter what explanation I'd have given her, she feels it's perfectly fine to say this word. And she will continue to say this word as long as she doesn't say it to a disabled person or mean it in that way. So, I feel like those who have took on the explanation and now understand what it means won't be using it, because no matter how they meant it, they now know that it is the origins of it are a slur to the disabled community. then I appreciate you for taking that on board. Tracy, I feel like I'm wasting my breath with you, and I don't feel like you're going to take it on board. So you might not say it publicly in a box anymore, but I don't feel like you care what the intention is. So thank you, Nanna, for allowing me the opportunity to try and explain. Like I said, I'm happy for the message I sent Tracy to be green screened. I never said anything horrible to her. And that's it, really. Thank you.